As we age past 60, many people begin to realize that sleep is no longer as deep and peaceful as before. Sometimes we fall asleep but wake up many times during the night. Sometimes we lie in bed for hours without being able to rest. And sometimes we wake up too early with a tired body and a heavy head. Modern medicine has shown that sleep is not only a time for the body to rest, but also a vital period for the brain and cardiovascular system to repair and regulate hormones. So when sleep quality declines, health also declines. And among the most dangerous risks related to sleep in the elderly, stroke is one of the leading causes of death and disability worldwide. Stroke occurs when blood flow to the brain is interrupted or reduced, causing brain cells to be deprived of oxygen and nutrients, leading to damage or death of brain tissue. And studies show that poor sleep habits can significantly increase the risk of stroke, especially in people over 60 years old. Let us take some time to analyze in detail 9 dangerous sleep habits that many people accidentally maintain every day without realizing that they are harming their brain and blood vessels. Through this, I will share with you both in a close and easy-to-understand way while providing scientific explanations, so that you can see clearly why these habits are harmful and what we can do to improve them. The first habit is sleeping less than 5 hours per night. Many older adults often think that as they age, they need less sleep, so they are satisfied with only 4 to 5 hours a night. But research published in the journal Stroke shows that people who sleep less than 5 hours a night have up to twice the risk of stroke compared to those who sleep 7 to 8 hours. When we sleep too little, the body does not have enough time to lower blood pressure and stabilize blood sugar. Hormones like cortisol stay elevated for longer, making blood vessels constrict and the heart have to work harder. Chronic sleep deprivation also disrupts the brain's ability to clear out waste products such as beta-amyloid proteins that accumulate and cause inflammation, all of which make blood clots more likely and the risk of stroke increases. Therefore, sleep is not a luxury, but a biological need that must be ensured. The second habit is oversleeping more than 9 hours. Many people believe that sleeping longer is better, but in reality, too much sleep can also be dangerous. A study from the University of Cambridge found that adults who sleep more than 9 hours a night have an increased risk of stroke by about 30% compared to those who sleep normally. Why is that? Because oversleeping is often a sign that the brain and body are not functioning properly. Oversleeping is linked to reduced physical activity, increased obesity, and worsened cardiovascular health. Furthermore, when we lie in bed too long without moving, blood circulation slows. The risk of blood clots in the legs increases, which can then travel to the brain and cause a stroke. The third habit is an irregular sleep schedule. Many older adults sometimes go to bed early, sometimes stay up late, and wake up at different times each day. Such inconsistency disrupts the body's circadian rhythm, which is a biological clock that regulates sleep-wake hormones, body temperature, and blood pressure. Studies show that people with irregular sleep schedules are more prone to hypertension, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, all of which are major risk factors for stroke. When the circadian rhythm is disrupted, the body does not know when to rest and when to be alert. This imbalance puts chronic stress on the cardiovascular and nervous systems. The fourth habit is frequently waking up at night. Many people think waking up a few times to go to the bathroom is normal. But if this happens regularly every night, it can be dangerous. Sleep is constantly interrupted, so the brain never enters the deep stages of sleep, when it can repair neurons and stabilize blood pressure. Frequent nighttime urination may be caused by underlying conditions such as prostate enlargement in men or heart and kidney problems in both men and women. And these conditions themselves also increase stroke risk. When we wake up many times, blood pressure tends to rise sharply each time we sit up or walk, and these sudden fluctuations can strain blood vessels. The fifth habit is sleeping in the wrong position. Many people, especially those with back pain, prefer to sleep on their stomach, but this position puts pressure on the chest and neck, making it harder to breathe and reducing oxygen supply to the brain. Side sleeping, especially on the left side, is more beneficial because it helps the heart pump blood more easily, reduces acid reflux, and supports waste removal from the brain during sleep, called the glymphatic system. Research from Stony Brook University also shows that people who sleep on their side have a lower risk of neurological diseases compared to those who sleep on their back or stomach. The sixth habit is using sleeping pills indiscriminately. Many older adults often rely on sedatives to fall asleep, but long-term use of these drugs can increase the risk of dementia, falls, and even stroke. Sleeping pills cause the brain to skip natural deep sleep stages, so even if you sleep for many hours, the quality of sleep is poor. Furthermore, sedatives can slow breathing and lower blood oxygen levels, which is very dangerous for people with cardiovascular disease. Experts recommend that instead of depending on medication, older adults should improve their sleep through natural methods, such as relaxation, breathing, gentle exercise during the day, or creating a quiet and cool sleep environment. The seventh habit is drinking alcohol before bedtime. Many people believe that alcohol helps them sleep better, but this is only true in the first stage. Alcohol may make you fall asleep faster, but it disrupts the later sleep stages, causing fragmented sleep and waking up in the middle of the night. Alcohol also raises blood pressure, increases heart rate, and dehydrates the body, all of which increase the risk of stroke, particularly in older adults. Alcohol also interferes with the effectiveness of many medications that seniors often take, such as blood pressure or diabetes drugs, creating additional health risks. The eighth habit is using the phone or watching television right before bed. Many seniors today also use smartphones to watch videos or chat before sleeping. The blue light emitted by screens suppresses the release of melatonin, which is the hormone that signals the body it is time to sleep. When melatonin decreases, it is harder to fall asleep and easier to wake up at night. In addition, the content we watch, such as the news or dramatic stories, can increase stress hormones, making the heart beat faster and blood pressure rise. This combination disrupts sleep quality and puts pressure on blood vessels. The ninth and final habit is sleeping in an environment that is too hot or too cold. Many people underestimate the importance of temperature for sleep. If the bedroom is too hot, the body must work harder to regulate temperature. Sweating and dehydration can lead to thickened blood and increased risk of clots. If the room is too cold, blood vessels constrict, the heart has to pump harder, and blood pressure rises. Studies have shown that the ideal sleep temperature is about 18 to 22 degrees Celsius with good ventilation. This helps the body fall asleep naturally and reduces cardiovascular strain. After going through these 9 habits, we can see that sleep is not simply closing our eyes and resting, but a complex physiological process tightly linked to brain, heart, and blood vessel health. For those over 60, every small mistake in sleep habits can accumulate and increase the risk of stroke and other dangerous diseases. The good news is that once we are aware of these risks, we can gradually change by maintaining 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, keeping a consistent bedtime and wake-up schedule, limiting alcohol, avoiding screens before bed, choosing the right sleeping position, and creating a comfortable sleep environment. When necessary, consult a doctor instead of self-medicating.
Taking care of sleep is taking care of life, because during sleep, the body heals, repairs, and strengthens resilience for the next day. Do not think that at an older age, sleep is less important. In fact, it is the golden key to longevity and a healthy brain. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel.